The studio buzzed with palpable energy as the lights targeted the stage, illuminating the vibrant set of Late-Night Shenanigans, a show renowned for its playful charm and celebrity interviews, hosted by the charismatic Tommy Lee, known for his quick wit and infectious laughter. The atmosphere was a blend of anticipation and excitement. Fans had gathered, eagerly chatting amongst themselves, their eyes occasionally darting toward the stage as they awaited the arrival of one of Hollywood's most beloved icons. Jackie Chan, with his unparalleled career in action films and martial arts, was this week's special guest. The buzz surrounding him was electric. Everyone knew they were in for a treat. Tommy had previously interviewed numerous stars, but Jackie brought a unique energy. His reputation as a master entertainer preceded him, and he had an uncanny ability to connect with audiences. Clad in a crisp white shirt paired with his signature leather jacket, Jackie entered to thunderous applause. Embodying the spirit of charisma that he waved with a genuine smile, his warmth radiating through the studio as fans cheered for their hero. Cameras flashed relentlessly while viewers at home settled on their couches in eager anticipation of what this engaging episode would unfold. As Jackie took his seat across from Tommy, the two exchanged banter that felt natural and spontaneous. The conversation flowed effortlessly from Jackie's early days in martial arts to his inspiring journey in cinema. Laughter erupted frequently as Tommy playfully teased Jackie about the more absurd stunts he had performed over the years. It seemed like a perfect evening filled with camaraderie and joy, but amid the laughter and light-hearted exchanges, there was an undercurrent of unpredictability that often defined live television. Tommy, known for his penchant for humor, prepared to delve deeper into Jackie's experiences, an approach filled with vulnerability that would set the stage for the unexpected incident. As they discussed Jackie's incredible journey, audiences sensed a shift from jovial recounting to something more intriguing. Little did anyone know that this light-hearted atmosphere would soon foreshadow a surprising twist, highlighting how even legends like Jackie Chan could face moments of surprise that would shake up the studio dynamics. With the crowd still buzzing from Jackie's entrance, Tommy seized the opportunity to dive deeper into the conversation, guiding it towards the various milestones of Jackie's storied career. The rapport between them was effortless, a dance of mutual respect and admiration as images of past films flickered across the audience's minds. Jackie's charm radiated throughout the studio as he shared anecdotes from his early days in martial arts training. He described the rigorous routines, peppering in humorous stories about his mischievous escapades with fellow trainees. Each tale elicited laughter and applause, transforming the atmosphere into one of collective nostalgia for Jackie's iconic cinematic moments. Tommy laughed heartily, often interjecting with light-hearted comments that kept the momentum flowing. As they transitioned into discussing Jackie's break into Hollywood, he recounted his experiences working on Rush Hour with Chris Tucker, highlighting the cultural clash that made their comedic chemistry special. Jackie's expressive storytelling delighted the audience. They could almost picture the behind-the-scenes antics that took place during filming. He exuded warmth and humility, always quick to share credit with his co-stars and crew, emphasizing that success was never a solo venture. The playful banter continued as Tommy playfully challenged Jackie to showcase some of his famous moves live on stage. Jackie obliged, demonstrating a few swift punches and iconic stunts that left the audience in stitches. A mix of wonderment and laughter filled the room as viewers couldn't help but admire not just his skill but also his willingness to entertain in such an intimate setting. As they neared more serious topics, addressing personal sacrifices and triumphs in Jackie's career, a palpable shift occurred within the studio. The laughter began to wane slightly as Tommy's questions began probing deeper into challenges Jackie faced. This transition created an undercurrent of tension that hovered just below the surface. It was clear to everyone in attendance that something unforeseen was brewing, just when the audience thought they were about to delve into profound storytelling. Tommy leaned back with a mischievous grin, ready to deliver a punchline that would turn this heartfelt moment on its head. Little did anyone know how shockingly unexpected it would be. Just as the conversation shifted to the trials and triumphs of Jackie's illustrious career, Tommy leaned forward with an impish grin slicing through the tension. "You know," he began, his tone playful yet tinged with mischief, "I've heard some stories that your stunts did come with a hefty price, like that time you nearly broke your neck while trying to impress a crowd. Were you trying to outdo Johnny Knoxville or something?" The remark hung in the air, initially eliciting chuckles from the audience. Jackie, however, appeared momentarily taken aback. the glimmer of surprise flickered across his face as he glanced at Tommy in bewilderment. The normally unflappable martial artist had been caught off guard by the unexpected jab aimed at one of his most dangerous performances. The studio erupted into laughter. But it was mixed with an aspect of unease. Viewers were unsure how Jackie would respond to what could be perceived as a light-hearted roast or a smack at his expense. Tommy's grin broadened as he locked eyes with Jackie, seemingly reveling in the attention that came from thrusting his guest into this precarious position. Jackie took a moment to absorb the reaction, sensing both laughter and tension vibrating through the crowd that he couldn't help but smile. But beneath that smile lay an uncharacteristic pinch of humility and embarrassment that resonated throughout the studio, just as he opened his mouth to respond. A hallmark of his resilience, the audience bent closer, hanging on his every word in anticipation. "Tommy," Jackie finally said, expertly weaving humor into his response while recovering with grace. "That was a tough day, at least I can say I outdid myself." Laughter followed suit as he cleverly turned the humiliation back on its head, but it wasn't entirely easy. His bright demeanor masked a brief moment of insecurity. However, despite Jackie's ability to rebound swiftly, for many in attendance, there remained an odd line crossed. The balance between jest and genuine embarrassment felt tenuous. As Jackie regained control of the narrative with charm and humor typical of him, whispers rippled through the audience. They realized they had witnessed not just comedy but a deeply relatable moment of vulnerability from a living legend. In the seconds following Tommy's unexpected jab, Jackie Chan's expression shifted from surprise to a playful squint, as if he were trying to process the commentary while gauging the audience's reaction. His eyebrows shot up, momentarily revealing the vulnerability behind his charming facade. The initial shock of being put on the spot was palpable. Jackie instinctively leaned back slightly, creating space as he absorbed the room's mixed vibrations of laughter and unease. As the studio erupted into laughter, Jackie's eyes sparkled with mischief, and a smirk began to form on his lips. He was a master of deflection, and although a flicker of embarrassment crossed his face, he quickly transformed it into an opportunity to connect with the audience. With a slight tilt of his head and a twinkle in his eye, Jackie responded, "Well, that's one way to make an entrance." He added a chuckle that resonated through the room, momentarily easing the tension. Once he made his initial attempt at humor, Jackie straightened his posture, embodying confidence once again. He gestured animatedly with his hands, leaning forward slightly as if to draw everyone in closer. "You should have seen the other guy," he quipped, mimicking an exaggerated fighting stance that elicited another round of laughter and applause from the audience. The moment became a dance between vulnerability and resilience, a performance in itself that showcased his ability to command attention even in awkward situations. As he played off Tommy's comment, Jackie scanned the crowd for their reactions, reading their faces like a seasoned performer. He noticed nods of encouragement and smiles returning from fans who admired his quick wit. With renewed energy, he continued to engage them. "Next time I'll show you how not to break your neck." This remark drew roars of laughter and applause, reinforcing the connection he had with the audience. Despite his ability to turn the moment on its head, Jackie's quick recovery didn't erase the flicker of vulnerability that had momentarily crossed his features. It was this blend of humility and charm that endeared him even more to the viewers. They felt a deeper connection with their hero as he transformed an uncomfortable moment into shared laughter. The atmosphere shifted back to one of camaraderie, but the memory of that brief tension lingered in the air, making the evening feel all the more genuine. As Jackie deftly navigated the unexpected exchange, the audience's reaction unfolded like a roller coaster of emotions. Initially, a wave of shock rippled through the crowd when Tommy delivered his punchline about Jackie's dangerous stunt. Gasps mingled with nervous laughter as fans registered the boldness of the comment, acutely aware of the delicate balance between humor and embarrassment. Some in the front rows exchanged glances, wide-eyed with disbelief at what they had just witnessed. As Jackie processed the jab, the atmosphere hung heavy with anticipation. The studio lights reflected a mixture of expressions. Some viewers stifled laughter while others maintained a look of concern, unsure how their beloved icon would respond. It was a moment filled with tension, as they collectively held their breath in suspense, waiting to see if Jackie would rise to the occasion or retreat into his shell. When Jackie finally responded with his characteristic humor, laughter erupted throughout the room, washing away the lingering discomfort. The initial shock transformed into an overwhelming wave of applause and cheers. As he cleverly turned the humiliation into an opportunity for comedy, audience members leaned forward in their seats, eyes sparkling with delight as they joined in on the laughter. The camaraderie grew palpable, everyone felt they were part of an inside joke that only they shared with their hero. However, within this joyous eruption lay a subtle current of empathy. Many audience members recognized the vulnerability behind Jackie's charm. They felt his initial surprise and embarrassment on a personal level. This deeper connection fostered a sense of solidarity as they celebrated not just his resilience but also his willingness to be human, a quality that made him even more relatable. As Jackie continued to engage with ease, his playful quips and animated gestures drew consistent laughter and cheers from the audience. The tension that had once filled the air transformed into an atmosphere of warmth and appreciation, each time he delivered another witty line or playful jab back at Tommy. The audience responded enthusiastically, reinforcing their admiration for both men. In those moments, the studio became a sanctuary of shared experience, where laughter echoed off the walls and every viewer felt united in joy and admiration for Jackie Chan. The collective response not only amplified Jackie's charm but also solidified his status as a beloved figure who could gracefully navigate both humor and humility in front of an adoring crowd. As the laughter from Jackie's playful quips began to settle, a palpable sense of anticipation hung in the air. Jackie, sensing the moment was ripe for a comeback, took a deep breath, channeling his characteristic confidence that he leaned slightly forward, his eyes sparkling with mischief as he prepared to strike back at Tommy with a clever retort that would catch everyone off guard. "Tommy," Jackie began, his voice steady and playful, "you think you can take me down with a little jab about my stunts? You must be joking. You know I've faced bigger challenges, like trying to convince my mom that I'm not just a guy who gets kicked around in movies." The studio erupted in laughter, and Jackie seized the momentum that he continued, "But you're right, I do have some crazy stories, like that one time I did a stunt without a helmet. Oh wait, that was just my last haircut." He ran his hand through his hair, mimicking an elaborate hairstyle gone wrong, and this self-deprecating humor struck a chord with the audience, eliciting another round of applause and cheers. Jackie's confidence radiated through the room as he effortlessly transformed the potential humiliation into an opportunity to showcase his wit. He turned to Tommy with a playful grin, "You know, if we're talking about dangerous stunts, I should get you to try one next time. You could do a flip over your ego." The audience roared with laughter at this unexpected twist, delighting in the way Jackie not only recovered but also cleverly shifted the spotlight back onto Tommy. The exchange highlighted Jackie's masterful ability to navigate the delicate line between humor and humility. His banter was not just a way to regain control of the moment. It was a testament to his skills as an entertainer who could charm an audience even when faced with discomfort. The laughter echoed through the studio, creating a sense of unity among fans who admired not only Jackie's talent but also his quick thinking and genuine spirit. As he basked in the audience's applause, Jackie maintained his playful demeanor, further engaging them with animated gestures and expressions that kept everyone on their toes. In that moment, he had not only reclaimed the narrative but had also solidified his presence as a beloved figure capable of defying expectations and transforming challenges into moments of joy. The atmosphere was charged with admiration. It was clear that Jackie Chan had turned what could have been a setback into an unforgettable highlight of the night. As Jackie Chan delivered his clever and self-deprecating comeback, the atmosphere in the studio transformed almost instantly. What had initially begun as a tense moment, fraught with uncertainty and mixed emotions, began to dissolve into a wave of laughter and applause that echoed off the walls. The audience leaned forward in their seats, their expressions shifting from concern to delight as they fully embraced Jackie's charismatic response. Before Jackie's retort, there had been an air of tension that lulled the crowd into a hushed anticipation. The unexpected sting of Tommy's joke had created a palpable divide. Some viewers were unsure how to react, caught between laughter and sympathy for their beloved star. However, as Jackie showcased his resilience and humor, that tension gave way to an infectious energy. The transformation in the studio was remarkable. The once cautious laughter evolved into joyous howls of appreciation as Jackie continued to weave his charm through every quip. Even Tommy, momentarily taken aback by Jackie's quick wit, found himself joining in on the laughter, shedding any semblance of discomfort he might have felt. This shift in tone was not just refreshing. It signaled a collective release among the audience members who had previously held their breath in suspense. With each laugh that erupted from the crowd, there was a shared acknowledgement of Jackie's skillful navigation through the potentially humiliating moment. Applause followed his lines like an enthusiastic chorus, amplifying his ability to transform what could have been an awkward exchange into an entertaining spectacle. The audience members exchanged smiles and exchanged nods of approval, Appreciating not only Jackie's comedic brilliance but also his genuine spirit. As laughter rang through the studio like music, even those who may have felt uneasy about Tommy's initial jab quickly shifted their perception. They saw not just a comedy segment unfolding but also a testament to Jackie's character, a beloved figure who could gracefully handle adversity while inviting others to join in on the fun. This newfound camaraderie made the atmosphere electric. It became clear that they were all part of something special, a rare moment where vulnerability met humor, creating a bond between Jackie and his fans. The applause grew louder as Jackie continued to engage with ease, solidifying not just his status as a performer but also as a cherished icon who could turn any situation into an opportunity for joy. In those moments, the studio vibrated with positivity and unity, reminding everyone there of the power of laughter shared among friends. In the aftermath of the segment, Jackie Chan sat down for a brief reflection with the production team, still riding high on the wave of positive energy that had enveloped the studio. They gathered in a cozy corner, laughter still echoing in their ears as they discussed how the unexpected exchange had unfolded. Jackie, with his signature warmth, began to share insights about handling moments of embarrassment, showcasing not just his humor but also his wisdom gleaned from decades in the limelight. "Believe it or not, this isn't my first rodeo," Jackie chuckled, shaking his head. "In my career, I've faced plenty of slip-ups, both on set and off. The important thing is how you handle it when life throws you a curveball." He recalled a particularly humorous incident on the set of one of his early films where he had miscalculated a stunt and ended up taking an unexpected tumble, much like how he felt caught off guard by Tommy's joke. "I fell right into my co-star's arms," he laughed, making exaggerated hand gestures to mimic the scene. "We all laughed so hard that we had to pause filming for 20 minutes. Sometimes laughter is more important than getting your shot right." Jackie reflected on the value of humility in the face of adversity. "Even the greatest heroes have their moments," he said thoughtfully. "What matters is showing your true self and being genuine with your audience." He emphasized that vulnerability could lead to deeper connections with people. "After all, it's those moments that create memories, both for us and for our fans," he added. As they regrouped after the shoot, Jackie noticed how much lighter everyone felt. "You see," he said, gesturing expansively to encompass his team, "it's okay to be embarrassed sometimes. Just turn it into a story and let everyone in on the joke." The group erupted into laughter once more, understanding that it was precisely Jackie's ability to share such moments that endeared him to so many. In wrapping up their reflections, Jackie conveyed a heartfelt message to aspiring entertainers: always embrace your imperfections, they make you relatable. Laughter is a bridge, build it often. With that final gem of advice, Jackie Chan reaffirmed not just his reputation as a martial arts legend but also as an entertainer who knew how to find levity in life's little mishaps. As they moved on from what would become another cherished anecdote in Jackie's colorful career, it was clear that this experience would linger in their hearts long after the cameras stopped rolling. In the hours that followed Jackie Chan's memorable appearance on Late Night Shenanigans, social media erupted with discussions about the incident, propelling it into viral territory. Fans quickly took to platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to share their reactions, creating a lively conversation that spread far beyond the television audience. Memes showcasing Jackie's shocked expression during Tommy Lee's joke began circulating, accompanied by witty captions that playfully exaggerated the moment. Twitter was alive with hashtags such as #JackieComeback and #TommyVsJackie, as users shared clips from the segment along with their favorite lines. Some fans humorously edited together footage of Jackie's comeback responses, adding comedic sound effects or filters to emphasize his charm. One meme featured a still image of Jackie laughing heartily with the caption, "When you turn your oops into an oh wow. That's Jackie magic." Instagram also saw a flurry of posts, where fan accounts dedicated to Jackie began compiling highlights from his career and juxtaposing them against his latest viral moment. These posts often included comments from delighted fans praising Jackie for his ability to handle unexpected situations with grace and laughter. "Only Jackie could turn an awkward moment into pure gold," one post exclaimed, capturing the essence of not only that night but Jackie's entire persona. On TikTok, short clips of the exchange went viral within hours, prompting numerous creators to reenact Jackie's quick wit. Many participants used trending audio clips to pair with his iconic lines from the interview. The hashtag Jackie Chan challenge emerged as users attempted to mimic his playful responses in various humorous contexts, further amplifying his appeal across age groups and demographics. Commentary articles popped up across entertainment blogs, dissecting the moment and emphasizing how Jackie's resilience resonated deeply with both fans and newcomers alike. Critics highlighted how this episode showcased not just entertainment but also a lesson in dealing with embarrassment head-on. A narrative that struck a chord amid online communities filled with users echoing sentiments of support and admiration. As memes and commentary continued to proliferate across digital landscapes, it became evident that Jackie's ability to transform a potentially embarrassing situation into a unifying experience had left an indelible mark. That he was not just an action star but an internet sensation who managed to connect deeply with audiences through humor and authenticity. This incident would surely be remembered as one of those defining moments that illustrated why Jackie Chan remained an enduring cultural icon decades into his career. Celebrated for both his martial arts skills and his extraordinary sense of humor, the incident on Late Night Shenanigans served as a powerful reminder of Jackie Chan's resilience and charisma, further solidifying his reputation as a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. In a world where public figures often face scrutiny, Jackie's ability to navigate an uncomfortable moment with humor and grace left a lasting impression on audiences everywhere. His quick recovery from Tommy Lee's unexpected jab not only showcased his sharp wit but also demonstrated how embracing vulnerability can create deeper connections with fans. The way Jackie transformed potential humiliation into shared laughter resonated deeply with viewers, sending a message that it's okay to stumble and that one's response in the face of embarrassment is what truly matters. By openly addressing the situation with self-deprecating humor, he invited audiences to share in the experience, fostering a sense of camaraderie that transcended the television screen. This relatability is part of what makes Jackie Chan an enduring cultural icon. He embodies the idea that laughter can be a powerful tool for resilience. Moreover, the overwhelming support from fans on social media platforms highlighted just how meaningful this moment was to many. The viral nature of their reactions, memes, commentary, and tributes demonstrated that Jackie's response had sparked joy and appreciation far beyond the confines of the studio audience. It reminded everyone that no matter how high one rises in stature, maintaining humility and a sense of humor is essential to remain connected to one's roots. As discussions about the incident continued to proliferate online, it became clear that Jackie Chan had not only reclaimed control over an awkward situation but also imparted valuable lessons on dealing with life's unpredictability. His approach served as an inspiration for aspiring entertainers and fans alike, encouraging them to embrace their imperfections and find humor even in challenging moments. In conclusion, this incident reaffirmed Jackie Chan's status as more than just an action star. He is a master of delivery who knows how to engage audiences through authenticity and charm. By navigating embarrassment with grace, he has once again proven why he remains one of the most cherished figures in entertainment. As viewers left the studio or logged off their devices, they carried with them not just laughter but also a reminder that resilience comes in many forms, and sometimes, it all starts with a good joke.